Hi there, it's Nick Touch back on the camera again one more time. Hi there, how the heck's it going? I heard some great choral music last night in a local concert, absolutely tremendous. I'll tell you more about that another time, but one of the reasons I'm doing this particular video is because I'm getting a bit sick of people asking me why I have these, in inverted commas, stupid beliefs. But I don't think they've actually got a good perspective as to what a belief is, or indeed what my beliefs are. What they've done is jump to some conclusions based upon a few bits of video which they've seen. They haven't actually thought about the whole argument, or indeed the fact that a few seconds of video here and there is not actually a full representation of where a person is coming from. So I thought I would once again try and set down, my views and values about the ideas of, in this particular case, supernatural entities. And I've written another article which is being linked below. Do strongly recommend that you go and read it, try and get a bit of feedback as to where I'm coming from, because essentially a lot of the things that I say in my videos just doesn't make any sense unless, of course, you get the right quantity and quality of context. Just think about it. Just would like 2 seconds of video from anybody actually explained completely and utterly where they're coming from? Absolutely not. The only reason that people could use that sort of thing is primarily because of misrepresentation and desire to misrepresent an argument, and the need to call someone basically silly in various different ways. So is that necessarily useful? Is it helpful to you if you're trying to understand where I'm coming from, or if you're trying to understand a rational and important perspective about something which most people might find difficult to understand? Well, the bottom line there is no. If you want to understand it, you got to get it from the source. You got to get much more information about where a person's coming from. Alright, not just jump to some simple conclusions. Because a person can get involved in stuff which you might consider to be odd, but they might have a good rationale for it. Alright, so you got to have a look at the rationale, you got to have a look at where they're coming from. And yes, it is a question of semantic differences in many different cases. I know some people shy away from semantic difference battles when they're discussing things on YouTube, but it is the semantics once in a while which is essentially where things are really, really important. Because if you miss out on the fine details of where someone is coming from, you won't be able to fully understand what their message to you actually is. And essentially, if you don't know what a message is, you're more likely to shoot the messenger. So yeah, I am doing this for my own self-preservation, but I'm also doing this because I want people to understand. Once in a while, although there is a great entertainment aspect to anything that you see here on YouTube, there should also be, I feel, a little more of a either information or education type aspects, and that's one of my goals here, to try and, in a very small way, change certain aspects of the world so that the world can be a slightly better place, free from delusion and indeed the extreme politics of, this is true, that or that is true, rather than thinking about, well, we know what is true as a result of experience, but there's also other things that we don't know and don't fully understand. And as a result of that, we've got to try and get the right perspective about those things and not go towards literalist, fundamentalist beliefs either way. That's essentially one of the things that I'm about. This is why I'm against religious literalism. This is why I'm against this extremist, political, fundamentalist atheism which is out there. This is why, I'm taking a very middle ground approach, but I'm still dealing with basically vaguely, or for want of a better word, new agey type things. Alright, there is actually a rationale or a method in this, and as a result of that, it is in fact quite important, because it deals with something which is of you and me as humans. Read the friendly article. I'll have more great stuff coming for you shortly. Bye for now.